Well, hello everyone. It is time for eSeniors GT3 World Championships action again today. It is a GT2 sprint today at MISANO in Italy. This is the last race of the season and possibly the last Friday race for GT2 for sure, but last Friday race period because we may not have Friday races next season. So anyway, let's talk today about MISANO in Italy. We have got a great race setting up for us today. We have 8 people on the track, which is about normal for us. We have Derek Bird back. That's good to see. Anybody on the stream? Let me take a quick peek. We have nobody watching just yet. I'm sure somebody will drop by. Yeah, so last race of the season. Let's get right to the standings because we have some excitement. There are the standings. Our championship, without doubt, mathematically impossible to beat a guy who's got 8 first place finishes. Mr. Brian Murray, congratulations in that Maserati, the great GT2 car that is taking over everything. So yes, champion Brian Murray, congratulations. In second place with, so he had 390 points, dominating. Second place, Steve Young cannot catch Brian, but he is firmly in second place in that Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo EV02 with 317 points, and he's firmly in second place. There is no way for him to be upseated because, go back to my championship points here, only 48 points available. That will not get our third place finisher, Mircea Paunoff, with 250 points. He cannot catch up. He had a problem. He might have been able to catch up last week. He had a did not start because he had a power failure in Macedonia, unfortunately for him. So he is firmly in second place. I believe pretty hard for him if he finishes to be unseated. It's 34 points. There's 45. I guess theoretically there's a possibility that the number 4 guy, Mr. Terry Throwbridge, also in a Maserati, can overtake him with 216 points. But the big story of the day is 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. That is up for grabs. Terry Throwbridge is in 4th. He finished ahead of Jeremy, 216 points for Terry. Jeremy is in 5th place with 213 points. So only 3 points separating those two boys. So that's something definitely to watch. Kevin Torrance is in 6th place with 199. So there's still some possibility there for him moving up all the way into 3rd or 4th place if some drastic stuff happens. Those two boys, Jeremy and Kevin, are also very close together, both of them in the KTM. And returning today after being absent for a few weeks on holidays is Mr. Derek Bird in the Audi. So we got another Audi. We got an Audi today, and he could be a little bit of a spoiler there at 17 points. He's got 7th place. He's got 196 points. So that could be something that would happen. And returning today is Jonathan racing today. Jonathan is not racing. He is in 8th place with 136 points. So we got all the characters today. Let me, we have some time. Oh, we got to do the track walk. Oh yeah, got to do the track walk. Hang on. Let's get that set up. Get rid of the standings, and let's just do a track walk here. So there we go. MISANO track walk. Let us get the corner names up. First corner is Variante del Parco. Next corner is Del Rio, long straight, medium long straight. Then Curica, Tramonto, another medium long straight. That's full speed there for Curvane. And then Curva del Carro. And the last one is the MISANO corner. So yeah, lots of long straights, very quick track. Going to be very interesting to see Get rid of the track walk. Going to be very interesting to see how these GT2 cars do. And I just looked on Wikipedia a second ago. Track record for this is basically built for motorcycles, it seems. That's what the big races are, but it does race GT2, GT3, GT4 and GT3 races. The track record for GT2, and that's probably an old class. On Wikipedia, it shows as 137.19 in a Ferrari 430. That's probably going to get beaten today. That was 2010, so I'm sure that's an old track record. Maybe they don't race GT2s on MISANO much anymore, because the track record for GT3 is 131.93 in a Merc AMG, and set in 2022. And we know these current GT2 cars are quite fast, so I'm sure we'll be in the low 130s for that. So that track record doesn't really stand, I don't think, for MISANO. We're getting close to quali time here. When they get going, I'll jump onto that. There, we got this same. Let me put the desktop audio up there. Mr. Ellis is here. How's the sound? So yeah, the qualification, I don't think it's started. It's a little bit before. No, my watch is wrong, but Microsoft is probably right. Let's see who got out first. 701, that's going to get them right away. 701, Derek Bird as usual in the Audi. Here we go. Let's just transition over there for you guys to see it. There we go. There is the famous Mr. Derek Bird in that Audi. So we have got 7 people on track. Looks like Jeremy bowed out. Oh, that's going to have an effect on the standings. Jeremy's been very busy lately. I'm going to have to call him to find out what's up. And he is not on the list right now. He started I missed the driver's briefing. But he may have announced that he wasn't going to be racing today. Hope everything is good with Jeremy. Maybe he's recording or something like that. I want to interview Jeremy soon, so we'll catch up with him in his life with that. And Derek's just about to take on his hot lap. We'll stay with him. He's first up. Volumes hopefully are okay. I can possibly increase the volume on the cars a little bit. There we go. And Derek is just about ready to go through the start-finish line. Maybe we'll I've got some funny sounding clicks here on my headphones. I hope that's not coming through on the stream. Let's get on board with Derek. There's the cockpit. This is his first hot lap. How's that volume? That volume's perfect. What I see. We got 4 people watching the stream. That includes me, I believe. So announce yourself. We got Lee Ellis, I think, is on. Say hello. Tell us who you are watching. Start of a new season if you're watching and want to race with us. The SIMGRID is where to find us. On Discord also. eSeniors GT3 World Championships. Look for that on Facebook, Discord, YouTube, all those places. And quickly, I'm going to mention our wonderful sponsors, Syndeo, consultants for communication protocols, voice over internet, all sorts of communication needs. If you're in the Montreal area, contact Syndeo. Sim3Ds, makers of some fine simulation equipment. And Castle and Cauldron, makers of event accessories and potions and magic wands and some turning bowls for Mr. Stephen Buckley. Check them out on the internet. And Derek is just about to set the first time. Have I got the, let me make sure I've got the, there we go, 136.56. I don't have the right settings up there. We got deltas up there. I'm going to move to personal best, session best. There we go. 136.55. And who else has got a time up there? Merche is right behind him, I think. Let me find out who is behind him. Merche, yeah, he's right behind him. Oh my God, he's a little qualification. You got a whole track there, Merche. You don't have to be right behind Derek. And Brian Murray has set the fastest lap while I wasn't watching, 134.6. Derek's right behind him, so I think we're going to see a great race between Brian Murray, Derek, and probably Steve Young. Now Steve is in a different class, so he shows a little bit differently. I don't think he has a lap in yet. Let's get off that view, get onto this view. Who am I on board with here? I am on board with Merche. Merche is, what happened to Derek? Merche was right behind Derek, I guess. Oh, he got ahead of him. I guess Bird let him go through. Let's get on board with our champion, Brian Murray. He's got a good lap going. Terry's got a good lap going. So now since Jeremy is bowed out, the race of the day is going to be between Terry and Kevin Torrance. They are 17 points away from each other. Right. So, but look at that. We're going to have some good racing, I think, between those four top guys. Merche missed last race, so it's going to be Murray, Merche, Steve Young, and Derek Bird giving us the excitement for the action. Looks like Steve's got a good time in there. He should go up to 135.1. That'll get him. Yeah, Steve Wood is different. Remember, he gets technically looks as it like a different class. Let's get on board with Merche here. Who's got a good lap? And now Steve's got a good lap going. So 135 minus, he's going to be 135.1. That will not get him second place in my mathematics. Hello, Willie. Stay on board with Steve for a bit. 0.7. That's going to get him a 135. Does not get him into. I don't believe that's going to get him into second place. Here he comes. See, my math is correct. He's coming in the start-finish line. It's not the best TV view, is it? They did get him into second place. Good for him. Whoa, yeah, 134.8. All right. Good job, Steve. It's kind of where you belong, right in second place there. Second place in the standings, second place in quali. Let's see how Merche is doing. Bruce Hopkins has got a good time going. Now, Bruce is not in the top 10. You know what I think what I'm hearing on the stream is I'm hearing something in my headphones, but I think I'm still on Discord here. I'm having some weird problems with Discord. If guys on the stream can help me there. My Discord, I'm going to move myself over here to the podium. I can't move myself. Hang on. I'm just looking here. If something happens exciting, yell at me on the stream. There we go. I'm trying to move myself to the commentary channel. There we go. Oh, hear all that stuff. Oh, there we go. Bruce is off. Who's got a good time going? Merche's got a bit of a better time going. Remember, I've always said it seems like guys get their best laps in first or second lap. We got halfway through the qualifications. Remember, today is a sprint race. Sprint race is Merche's in. So it looks like Steve's just coming out. Brian's in the pits. Everybody's in the pits. There, Derek's up there. He's got a little bit of an improvement going. Oh, he's quite far down in the standings, isn't it? Fifth place. Oh, he's got a better time going now. He's improved by half a second. Derek's probably a little bit out of practice. He has been away for a while. So yeah, getting back to my Discord problem, it just goes blank on me. I'm running a 3-screen setup, and just when I'm on Discord, it just goes blank, and I have to refresh it to get it going. I wonder what that's about. That just started happening this week. On board with Derek. He lost all his good time there. So he's half a second off the lead in the qualification right now. He's a little bit behind Merche also, but Derek will get his wind back in his sails. Why? Because he's usually up there pretty good. Racing and qualifying is two different things. Excuse me. Kevin Torrance. Let's see. Kevin and again, Kevin Torrance and Terry are the only two that are probably going to be in contention for a change in position. So Kevin is half a second behind in qualifications from Terry. So that's pretty good on Terry's part. Too bad Jeremy didn't race today. He's would have been interesting to see that excitement. Now Derek and Terry are again. He's going off. Terry, no, he just let Merche by. Excuse me again. A little bit of a frog in my throat. Hello, Terry. Howard on the stream. Hi, good to see you. Derek is still in contention. He's only 10 points behind these other guys. Lots of points up for grabs here. We're seventh. The range of points is 6 points between difference between first, second, 5 points second and third, 4 points third and fourth, 3 points fourth and fifth, and 3 points fifth and sixth. So it's kind of like 3 points up for grabs there. 3 or 4 points, depends on where everybody finishes. Okay, where are we at here? 4 minutes left in the quali, and Murray, as usual, is ahead by about 0.4 seconds. Brian's just got these GT2 car just aced, hasn't he? Is he out there right now? Yeah, he's out there. But Brian, although he leads in all categories here, he just puts the pedal to the metal at every race. He does not let up. So Steve's got a great time. He's let's see here. He is 0.6, so he's pretty close to Merche's pretty close to Steve's time. If I'm looking there, he is 0.6 behind, 5.5 behind Murray, and Merche is 0.7 behind. So Merche's only a couple of tenths behind Steve, and he's got a point. Let's get on with Merche here. He had a 0.2 advantage. Where is he? He's just starting his lap. If he gets a 0.3 there over his current time, he'll take second place and be on the front row. Tomorrow is our last race for GT3 also. Everybody please check into that one. Lots of points up for grabs. I will bow out of the race because Krister cannot stream, so I will be promoted to the main broadcaster tomorrow. Yeah, baby. If I can get some help, that would be great as a co-broadcaster. That would be great it's going to be lots of action there, and then lots of points differences. I think there's lots of, I'm not sure. I'm going to take a quick peek here while we're going through. Oh, Bruce, let me just see. Bruce is, Hopkins might make it into fourth place here. Where is Bruce in his lap? Halfway through, 0.4 will definitely get him into the second row. Let's just watch him. Merche needs a better. He needs to make up some time. But let's watch Bruce here. Yeah, this is going to get him in the second row. Nice time, 0.5 on his lap. He's coming along to the last few corners. There it is, MISANO. That's the last corner. Oh, he lost his time there in that last corner. So not going to improve his position. We've got another minute. He's got time for another lap. He had a good lap there last time. Steve Young is hanging into there on his best lap. He needs quite a bit to overtake Brian. He's in on the first row anyway. But Brian going to take another point for being top qualifier. Terry Throwbridge has got a great lap going. Let's just watch him. He will jump into at least 6th. I don't know if he's got enough for 5th place. But that will get him onto another row. Where is he in his lap? Oh yeah, he's going into MISANO now. He's definitely going to jump into 6th place. That'll get him into the 3rd row instead of the 4th row. Boom. Here it comes. 6th place. There it is. That gives him a little bit of an advantage over Kevin. Don't forget, again, those two are the only two in contention for changing their positions. Steve Young's got a good lap going. Is that enough for him? Oh, did he just put it up? Yes, he just put it up. So no, did not get him a podium. What's going on next? Merche's got a little bit better lap going. This is our last laps. Boom, there he goes. There goes Merche. Just lost his time. Where is he in his lap? He's halfway through. So he lost some time there. I wasn't watching what exactly happened. Everybody else is in the pits except for Brian. Brian just loves to race. He's still out there. He's way ahead of everybody else. He's got podium, but he's still out there racing. Merch is the only other one out there with a chance. He's halfway through his lap. What does he need? He needs... let me put it up session best, actually. So he needs... not much to get in that front row. Keep it going, Murchie. Get a good last couple of corners. You're in 2nd. You'll be in the 1st row. Just not making it. Get a good MISANO maybe. It only needs like 0.1 to overtake Steve. Not gonna happen. Just very close. He's right on his lap time. He's trying hard. And just not going to make it happen. That is qualifying, folks. That is our podium. Let me get out of this spot here. There is our podium. So, we got all sorts of things up there. Let me see if I can get rid of that. There we go. Our podium. We got Brian Murray up there. Steve Young in 2nd. Merche Ponoff in 3rd. How come I'm showing up on that board? Oh, it was earlier, I guess. Merche Ponoff in 3rd. Bruce Hopkins in 4th. Derek Bird in 5th. Terry Throwbridge in 6th. And Kevin Torrance in 7th. And remember, I'm going to put I'll put up the standings again for you guys. If I can get my mouse in the right place. Let's go into the intro screens. There I am again. Hello. And I will put the standings back up for you. Here we are. So yeah, I'm going to transition that over. So yeah, the standings there. Terry and Kevin. Terry has 216 points. Kevin has 200, basically 200, 199. So I don't think he can actually do it unless something dramatic happens to Terry and he does not finish, because there's only 3 to 4 points up for grabs comparatively, between different positions. So I think this is going to be it for our standings for the season, but I'm sure these guys are just going to give us a good race anyway. We got all the right characters there. I'm going to get rid of that. Let me get rid of the standings. Where is my... There we go. Get rid of the standings. Put me wonderful face back on there. And we've got a ways to go yet. Sessions are going. I'll put up the intro the video for you guys to watch. It's kind of a nice video. There's MISANO from the sky. And we go through some nice little pictures. That's a pretty dark picture there. So let me go back to the actual name of the track is MISANO World Circuit Marco Simoncelli, and it's named after who was it? I thought I saw who it was named after here. That was a race car driver. It was renamed to commemorate Marco Simoncelli, a local motor racer who died in 2011. So it was renamed in 2012. I don't believe this track has ever had like an F1 or something like that, but it does obviously race GT3 and GT2, GT4 races. But I think primarily it's using 30 seconds. 30 seconds to start. Better get back on track here. It's used for world class motorcycle races. Seconds. There we go. We are back on here with this. Let me just get going here for the. Here we go, and I'll set it up for the right tower, and I'll take a peek at the commentary in a second. Hang on. What am I going to put up here? I'm going to put up manufacturers for a second, and I will put up position delta just so we know who moved from the starting grid. And I will walk us through the starting grid with our grid walk. Sorry about that. There is our pole sitter and champion of GT2 for World eSeniors for this season 12, and that is Mr. Brian Murray in the Maserati. Next is Steve Young, and he's also in second place in the standings. Steve Young, otherwise known as Sky 194. Follow him on YouTube. We'll go back to see if there's anybody commenting on the screen. Yeah, good luck, Terry. Yeah. In third place in the standings is Mircea Paunov in his familiar red livery. He's also in the Maserati. Steve was in the Lamborghini. Bruce Hopkins in fourth place in another Maserati, and his familiar colors also. And returning after a little bit of a lull season for the season when he was away on holidays, had a great trip, I noticed on Facebook. Mr. Derek Bird in the only Audi in the season as his manufacturer. In sixth place, Terry Throwbridge, number 97 in the Maserati. And in the only KTM today, we have Kevin Torrance. It'll be interesting to see how he does on this track. KTM is just a great car, light, great through the corners, but lacks a little of the top end speed. So they're halfway through the lap. They are probably going to be. Let's get the other shot. Probably going to be lining up side by side very shortly. I had Pam maybe do some GT3 talk later. Well, let's hope we get a good race today. In terms of some close racing, otherwise I won't have to fill too much airtime. Welcome, John Saunders. Good to see all you guys up there watching, at least. Here we go. We're getting ready to go. Let me get an overhead view. So Steve's playing a little, laying back a little bit here. Coming on to the straight. Have we gone through Misano already? Yes, we have. Oh, here's Misano right now. So Steve will line himself up. So let's see what we get. We have we've got Brian Murray and Steve. And for Steve, he gets ahead of Brian on the start. That is about all he can do.
Green light.
There we go. Green light, green light. And Murray is going to hang in there, I think. He's got the inside track. No, Steve takes the outside. Oh, he tried really hard. And that got him in third because Mircea jumped ahead of him. He tried something different by going to the outside. It did not work for him. So now he is stuck behind, let's go to this view here. He's stuck behind Merche, and so we've got Merche. He lost that 1 point, or that 1 place. So now I'm going to put the, let's see here. Deltas will be up there in a second. No, position delta, not position delta. What do I want? I want race gaps. That's what we're going to want right there. So there we go. We had 1 change there. Steve had a little bit. He tried hard. I think he was just trying hard to get around Brian because he knew once Brian gets in front, he is gone. I try and find the best TV for us. Let's see what happened with the other guys. Everybody's spreading out a little bit. Bruce is right on Steve's tail. So yeah, it all happens at the beginning here. If you can get ahead of somebody right at the beginning, I think this is the one. This is Bruce and Steve Young. They're the closest guys. No. Derek's right on Bruce's tail too. I have a feeling Derek will get into the string of things here after his little layoff. Let me go to Helican here for a bit. No, you know what I'm going to do? We got to get in Derek's cockpit. There we go, Derek's cockpit. Let's see if he can get something happening here. Look up ahead. Bruce is. Bruce. Sorry, Steve. Bruce went wide, didn't he? Try to get ahead of Steve. Let's get back on this kind of view. Bruce is trying really hard too, but he's just all over the place. So now Terry's right behind him. He had a bit of a wiggle. He's got to worry about Terry. And it looks like Derek went a little wide on that one too. Those wiggles, I think, are just connection interference. It's just ACC doing a little bit of interpolation. Okay, the gaps are opening up. Looks like it's going to be one of these races where there'll be big gaps. There's a gap of 2 seconds between Steve and Derek. These 3 guys are hanging in there though. Derek, Bruce, and Terry Throwbridge. Kevin, there's a little bit of a gap between Terry and Kevin Torrance. What is happening up at the front? There is Merche. Let's see what Merche's looking at in terms of seeing our leader, Brian Murray. Oh, Merche's trying really hard, went wide there. Oh, Bruce Hopkins is close again. Let's take a look where Bruce. He wants a piece of Mr. Derek Bird. Again, Terry is in or Bruce is in a Maserati, I'm sure. Derek is in an Audi. Going through Cusera. Coming up to Tramonto. Derek's having some trouble, I think. Totally different kind of braking points for Derek. That different car. No, Derek was telling us that the GT2 Audi first gear is just ridiculous. He starts his race off the start line in second place. He says if he does it in first, it just does not work. He ruined the race there earlier in the year by trying to start it in first gear. So that's an interesting little tidbit. I guess first gear is quite low, and looks like Bruce is going to make a go of it. So this is our best little chance. No, Steve is quite close to Merche. Steve is quite close to Merche. And this is, of course, the guys in second and third place. Sky is ahead of Merche in the standings. Or Steve, I should say. I don't call him Sky. So let's watch this battle a little bit. I'm glad to see some battles out there. Let's get on board with Steve. don't forget, Steve's in a Lamborghini, Murch is in a Maserati. And Bruce is also still hammering around Derek. So these two battles are pretty good right now. Steve is really on Murch's tail. See what kind of view we can find of these two guys. Wow, really close. Really close. Look how fast these guys are going. I'm going to put the speed trap up here. And do a little bit of speed trapping on these guys. Oh, Bruce is right close by here. There we go. And Terry's not far behind these two. Anybody makes a mistake there between Derek and Bruce, Terry will be right all over them. So not a bad race today, boys. Not a bad race. We know what these GT2s cars can be something. But yeah, Bruce is right on Derek's tail. And Murche, or Steve, is still on. He's not quite got. Murche got ahead of him a little bit. Oh, look at that. Lamborghini is right close by. Did they touch? They might have touched a little bit. Wow, that was close. Let me go back and watch that again. Go back 10 seconds and watch that from the helicam. Ooh. I didn't go back far enough. I'm going to go back 30 seconds for that one. Hang on. Are we live? Now we're live. I'm going to go back 30 seconds. Let me get my replay on here. So let's just see what happened with that. Did they actually touch? Oh, they came so close. They might have touched. They might have touched. They might have touched. But no harm done. And Steve is still behind him on his tail. Let's get rid of the 6 more seconds left in the replay. Look at what was going on there. Steve tried again, but I think Murche got ahead of him. We're back to live. This is the live action. This is good action. Good action. And Bruce is got good action going on. Derek also. Let's just keep it up with Steve. Steve definitely wants to make it happen. He's going to make it stick now. He's going to make it stick now. Yes, he does. Murche is battling back a little bit. Back down the straight. Let's see who has... Oh, Murche's got some momentum. Let's see what he can do. That Maserati's got good guts. Steve just held him off there, but that is quite the battle. Quite the battle. Now we're going to see whether or not the Maserati has the top speed over the Lamborghini. Let's see if Steve can pull away. So Derek and Bruce changed places. That's from the beginning. What am I going to put up there? Let me put up... looks like Steve's pulling away. Oh, there's Murche coming back. That was a late break on Murche's part. Look at that. He's trying hard. Let's get on board with Murche here. While I find something different to put up here. I'll put the manufacturers up. So Brian's got a 7-second lead as usual. Bruce is coming in close here. There we go. Let's stay on with Bruce. Looks like Murche's fallen behind just a little bit. He's trying a little bit too hard. I noticed he had a late break. Bruce is definitely trying to get ahead of Derek. Derek's a great driver, as we know. So if that Audi does not have the oomph to stay ahead, Derek's defensive driving might just keep Bruce at bay. And Terry is not far behind. There's Terry watching this happen. He's just laying in wait here to see if something happens to these two other guys. And he'll pounce on them from the point of view of taking place. And don't forget, Terry is trying to defend his 4th place finish. So he's going to play it fairly cool, I think, because the only way he can lose his 4th place is by DNFing. So let's get back to Murche and Steve Young. Steve Young's pulling away there. Let's just give Ryan Murray some love here. There he goes, boom, traveling along at 256 kilometers an hour there. That's through that little tiny curve. That's basically the top speed, I think, of the track. So there is Terry, or Brian, I should say. Steve Young. There is Steve. Going through that corner. MISANO, that's the last corner. I'm going to do a speed trap on him. Right at the end of this straight. And boom. I don't know if I got it there. That was 160 kilometers an hour. That's not great. That's not. That was not. I didn't hit the right spot. That is Steve. There is Murche coming around. And we'll give Derek Bird some love. There he is in that Audi, and he's closely followed still by Bruce Hopkins. There is Bruce, right up his tail are coming through there, coming through Del Rio. And next is Terry Throwbridge, right there in that purplish teal car. And bringing up the rear, Kevin Torrance in the KTM. Congratulations for sticking with the KTM all season. And I know you and Jeremy had fun, both of you in that KTM. That was a race within the race. All right, what do we got going here for, we'll stay on with Bruce, I think. He is trying to overtake Derek in that Audi. There we go. Looks like he's got a good run there. Where they go through that beautiful corner. That's a great camera angle. It's very tough. They're both cracking at top speed there. This is going to be the race here. 17 minutes in. We're not quite halfway through the 30-minute sprint. And Bruce is just dying to get by Derek. He can do it, I think. It's just Derek's got such great lines through these corners. He's got to get a good exit on him on one of these straights, I think. Does he catch up on the straight? Not by very much, as he does through that braking zone. Through that variante. See, he's right up on his tail here. Let's see if he's going to get a good exit. Oh, he hit the curb there. Lost it a little bit. Let's get in his cockpit, see what he sees in terms of his gap. So here we go through the long straight. No, this is not the long straight. Here we go. This is the setup for the long straight. This is the corner you got to set up nicely. Coming out of here, and you're going to be top speed. Look at that. He's trying. Oh, let's go to Helicam. Is he going to make it stick? Let's see now what the Maserati versus the Audi's got. Looks like the Audi is pulling away in that straight. Derek is driving with 1 foot. Oh, yeah, he's got some injuries, hasn't he? There he goes. That Audi is doing quite well on this high speed. So you think Derek is driving with 1 foot, so he's going to have a different reaction time there on the braking zones, isn't he? This is really close. Bruce just catches up to him big time, but you know the Audi doesn't leave anything behind on the straights, does it? Yeah, he loses it on the braking point, doesn't he, a little bit, Derek? So it could be that reaction time from going from the throttle to the gas. Is that the reason why, Willie, that Derek has some issues with his leg? Was it gout that he had? Somebody had gout. Bruce, or Terry, I should say, is falling a little bit behind these two guys. He might not be able to take advantage of this battle that's going on. Let's just take a look at their best times here. Maybe I'll put that up instead of the manufacturers here. There's the best times everybody's got for this race. We're going to stick with this battle for sure, as long as we need to. Oh, it looks like Throwbridge had a bad corner there, because Kevin's caught up to him. Yeah, Bruce definitely catches up in the braking zone. Yeah, you're right, Willie. Well, Willie, these GT2 cars they got a huge high speed. Well, look at that. Bruce is just catching up on those braking zones. You don't like these GT2 cars? You know, you got to get used to them. I don't know how much you tried them, but they're kind of a fun car to drive. And this, you know, not everybody can drive them. As you can see, Brian's opened up a 10-second lead on Steve Young, and those three guys, Murchie's still hanging in there on Steve. Let's just take a peek at Murchie. We lost track of him a bit. There's his cockpit. He can see Steve up there. He's got a 2-second, 3-second lead on him. And those three guys have opened up a 10-second lead on Derek and Bruce Hopkins. So definitely driving style has an issue. Look at that. Oh, Bruce definitely catches up in the braking zones. That Maserati brakes a lot better. It seems like the Maserati is so much... whoa! He just can't get by him. This is going to be a battle right to the finish here with Derek's racing lines. Look at that, he catches up in the braking zone but just can't make it stick. He has got to be very careful that he doesn't risk it too much, do a dive and then have a problem, because that will definitely throw a ringer into these two guys. You know, these two guys are 1 point apart. Where are they in? Bruce. Well, Bruce is not. No, Bruce is not in the top 10. So point-wise, this is not much of an issue. Just a fun race to watch, though. Just gonna go back to Kevin Torrance. He is close to Terry. Terry had a bad corner there, and that let Kevin Torrance make up that gap. But I don't know if the KTM has it in itself to catch up to that Maserati. Making a go of it. See, that KTM can throw itself into the corners. He's got only a second up on Terry. You guys are close to each other in the standings, but not close enough, I don't believe. Let's see how Bruce is doing here with on Derek. Willie talking about leading a lap, getting a point. Yeah, that'd be interesting to do that, but SIMGRID does not allow for that kind of stuff, and the points are all automatically calculated by SIMGRID. It'd be really tough unless some automated way of doing that would be, but yeah, that would be an interesting thing. I don't know about a point per lap, but leading a lap. But you know, for example, this race would not have much. You know, usually the guys that are leading are always up there. So, for example, here Brian would just get point after point after point. I mean, I guess in the Saturday races where we get a lot of lead changes in the different classes, that might have an effect. So the next year's season is out there. We're going to have a short season because it's the summer. Oh, Derek went a little wide there. Let's see if Bruce can take advantage of it. Been on board in the cockpit here with Bruce for a bit. Sure looks a lot closer when you're in the cockpit, doesn't it? Than on helicam view. Just go through a few corners with Bruce in Bruce's cockpit. No, I don't think SimGrid does much on the point system for that. It does give it that extra point for being in. We get an extra point for pole positions in each class. Maybe we could add. I'm not sure if that 1 point is static or not. Maybe we could juice things up a little bit by adding more points for pole position per class. Just watch Bruce catch up here in these braking zones. You know what? Let's just jump on with Derek in his cockpit for fun in that Audi. Let's see his rear view mirror. He's got a rear view mirror full of Bruce Hopkins all the time. But that does not bother this man. This man is used to racing, Derek Bird. Great guy. Great racer. Should try and get his as an interview. Tire wear might be an issue with these GT2 cars in this race. I know I spoke with Brian last week about tire wear. He said it did not affect him too much, but definitely that 30 minutes was the limit for these tire wear. So, you know, near the end of the race, this could have an effect on this little battle. Let's just jump on with Kevin Torrance to see what he's looking at in terms of Terry. Still a big gap there. Let's get back on with Bruce. Maybe get back onto a TV view. There we go. So yes, I forgot to, did not notice when we're starting season 13, I guess it is. With that 6 race championship. I threw out there on Discord, if anybody's listening, probably nobody's listening on here about that doesn't race with us that much, but I threw out there that I'm going to try a Tuesday evening North American time fun race. Just a scheduled time where we can all show up on Tuesday evenings at that'd be 9. I'm suggesting 9 p.m. Eastern time because I know other North American leagues start at 9 p.m. So I'm just going to throw it out there for those people who are on follow eSeniors that don't race with us. So we'd all be we'll have a scheduled fun race on Tuesday evenings, and maybe I'll throw out here. I'll throw out a comment. I was mentioning this tomorrow in the race too, because whoa, that got really close. Bruce is right up there. Derek went a little wide that time, but that Audi sure can hold itself together on the straights. Will, you're asking for how long a race? I don't care. I can do 30 minutes. I'll wait for comments. 30 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever. It's kind of fun to do a 50-minute race because it's practice for the weekend. 50 minutes with a pit stop. And here we go again. Oh, very close. They touched, I think. They touched that time. Yep, there's a little indicator that they touched on the screen. But just a barely, that was a NASCAR touch there. Just barely touched each other. I bet you they didn't even scrape the paint. But it did not unsettle either car, so that's okay. But Bruce is just letting Derek know, I'm right here with you, buddy. I'm right here with you. We're going to follow this one all the way through because it looks like there's lots of gaps opening up between everybody. I'm glad that these two are close together for some racing action. Willie, that'll be a 9 o'clock race for you, huh? Yeah, I don't mind moving it up by an hour. That would be 6 p.m. my time. I'm in Edmonton. That would be 5 p.m. for the West Coast guys. That's what the issue is. West Coast 5 p.m. is a little tough, possibly for people who are working to get together, to get home. So we can possibly alternate it too. If there's some West Coast guys that don't like that'd be a 6 p.m. start for them. Yeah, maybe I can. Oh no, it's 6 p.m. a 5 p.m. start for the West Coast guys might be a bit early, but if that is an issue when we start talking about it, maybe we could alternate the times so that some of the West Coast guys could get home from work. Yeah, no, I'm okay for a 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Just picked 9 p.m. because that's the CMS guys and race at 9. And again, what I'm hoping to do is get some people who are not active in the league to join us. Get some new blood, and or just guys that don't want to commit to a racing. And this league is all about fun racing action, not just lapping. Well, there's a few guys out there that I know are lapping guys and a little bit nervous about league races, but Tuesday nights would just be a fun race, and we'd help each other. Oh, there, Bruce is getting back into it again. I have a feeling that the tire wear is going to have an effect. What do we got left? 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. 3:30 minutes left. Come on now, Willie. You can extend your bedtime, can't you? Get up a little later in the morning. Are you retired, Willie? You don't have a need to get up very early in the morning for work, do you? If so, just have an extra cup of coffee and stay up a little later. I love that fixed camera view on this TV camera. So how fast these guys are going. Getting up there in the 275 kilometers per hour. There we go again. Bruce is going to make a little it's right touching his bumper on that corner. But he just can't make it stick. Just can't make it stick. Great racing action here. I'm just going to get the podium the podium ready for the I'm okay with that. Oh, last couple of laps coming up. Last couple of laps coming up. Let's see if Bruce takes a big risk in one of these braking zones. Or is he just going to let Derek, look at that, he's like slept back, stayed back a little bit there. Or are we in our lap? So we were going to get this will be the penultimate lap here.
All right, man. The leader is on the
the leader is on the final lap. All right, well, let's give our leaders a little bit of love. There is Brian Murray. Let me find a good TV. There's a view of Mr. Murray. Beautiful. Mr. Murray leading by 16 seconds in this last race. Congratulations on this race and a great championship series. You have finished first in every race. In second place, Mr. Steve Young, Sky 194. An American. Brian Murray is a Northern Ireland young man. And Steve Young, there we go. Steve Young in second place, and second place in our championship. In third place today, and in third place in the championship, Mircea Paunov. Congratulations for you. You have been improving season after season. Way to go, Mircea. Let's get a view of your car in that corner. Beautiful. In fourth place, Mr. Derek Bird with this champion. This is, we'll get back to these guys. Bruce Hopkins right there. Terry Throwbridge and Kevin Torrance. But let's just keep it going here with Derek Bird. I'll watch for Brian to get him back on the start-finish line. We'll come back to this race to see if these guys make something happen in the last few corners. There is Mr. Murray coming on the through. There he goes. Flash, flash, flash. Checkered flag for the season. Very good. And let's just get back here with Derek and Bruce. Is anything going to happen here? And I think we're going to finish in the same position. Let's just watch it right to the end. Oh, something happened. Oh, Bruce did pass him. I'm going to go back a whole minute here. We missed that. This is a replay. Let's just go back a whole minute. Ooh, there we go. Well, what happened? Whew, what happened? I lost the stream here. There we go. This is the replay. What is going on? I'm in replay mode. And that is Bruce. And it's still in it. That was the pass right there. Oh no, and then Bruce went wide. I don't know what happened. Sorry guys. I missed all that. Anyway. Let us just go here to try and get an interview going for hold on here. Let me get my screen. There's the video. There I am. There is our winners for the season. Let me try the race and the season. Let me try and get who I can get in the stream. I have got Brian Murray. Here he comes. And I've got Merche. There he is. Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
There we go. I got to remember to hit the in Discord. I've got to hit the push to talk. So, as usual, our podium is Mr. Brian Murray in first place, and our season champion. We'll get back to that in a second. Today, also Steve Young in second place, and in third place, Mr. Merche Paunoff. So, congratulations, Brian, on a great season. First place finishes for every race, and you're our league championship. Yeah. And Merche, you also finished third place in the championship. That's a great finish for you too. How was your race, Merche? You finished third in the race.
Mike, something is wrong with sound. If you ask me how is my race, I don't know. For me, bad race. I wasn't focused on race. I had a big headache, but for everyone else, I suppose good race. I had a
Green light, give it all you can.
good fight with Sky at the beginning.
Yes, you did.
I saw he's faster than me, so I didn't want to fight.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, congratulations to Brian. He was dominant all season.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you also, Merche. You have improved over the years quite a bit. And is this your first championship podium? No?
I won one championship.
Oh, that's right. Early on. That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Brian, very good. What do you want to say about your season?
Good season. Pity it dropped off with the attendance, but yeah, you can only battle who's on track. Lucky today, I got a early break, and Murchie and Steve were battling behind. That gave me that break that I could take it easy then for the rest of the race.
I know Steve looked like he tried on the first corner to go on the outside, and he wanted to get ahead of you and make a race out of it.
Yeah, I seen that. Obviously had to defend that as much as I could, and I nearly went wide at turn 2, but we held it together.
Well, we had a good fun race at the back there with Derek and Terry Throwbridge, so that was fun to watch. We had a good race to watch anyway.
Yeah, I'll enjoy that later on. We'll watch that later. Thank you.
Yeah, I missed. He did pass him right at the end, and I missed that. But Derek was holding him off the whole race. You know how Derek is in his defensive driving. It's beautiful. Oh, there we go. And my button cuts out once in a while. Yeah, Derek had great defensive drive today. Well, Brian, thanks for the season. It was fun to watch your race all season, and I guess we're going to give up on these Friday races, but
yeah, looks like it. Just have to concentrate on Monday then for me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to get a Tuesday night thing going, but for the North American guys. But anyway, we'll see you guys on track tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming.
You, Mike.
I'm going to be streaming it tomorrow too. Yeah.
Cheers, Mike.
Okay. Bye now.
Thanks for everything, Mike. Bye.
No problem. Well, that's it for GT2, guys. Let's all get back together for GT3 tomorrow. Krister can't do it, so I'm going to broadcast tomorrow.
Oh, you're doing the commentary, yeah. I heard John couldn't make it.
Yeah, so I'm got promoted to the big leagues there, the big race.
Yeah, a really good season. You know, me, Derek, Murchie, all very close, and then Steve, obviously, slightly different with his Lambo. He was quicker at certain parts, certain tracks, and
Yeah.
but you have to be consistent as well. I think as well. You know, just be consistent.
Well, you know, you were ahead so often that it's tough to keep your focus going. I'm sure. You know, I think did you have one race where you kind of muffed it halfway through and then somebody caught up with you? I've forgotten now.
The Kyalami race, I mucked up my start. I was speeding going over the start line, and so I had to back off the throttle. And Derek got me into turn one, and Derek kept me behind the whole race.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, Derek is so good with defending, isn't he?
It's a pity Derek's gout's giving him baller because he has to brake with the right foot and accelerate with the right foot at the minute until his left foot feels better.
Yeah, I think he had that problem today because he was getting caught. He catch him up on the braking zone the whole time.
Yeah, he's definitely struggling on the brakes until his gout gives him a bit of relief.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Chat to you tomorrow, Mike. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.